With the release of the 5 livestream in Natlan, we have already confirmed the banners of the 5 and effectively as I brought you. In other videos above is Raiden and Kazuha ... I have a tongue hair. Also do not ask why. They have also been filtered the banner and the 4 stars of the first banner of Mualani and Kazuha, which is the first half. So today we're going to analyze and finally we're going to see the confirmed banners of the 5. So leave a good like, a good net utility, subscribe, leave a good comment for the algorithm. Thanks for all of the support. It's free for you. Help the channel a lot. You don't know how much it's recommended that we grow much more in the whole team. So running it's free for you, and now we're going with the 5 banners. As I was more or less confirmed and we talked in several videos, and I think that many of you follow my channel. You know, the confirmed banner consists of these characters in it, in the following order that they are Mualani with Kazuha in the first half and Kinish with Raiden in the second half. I think that at the height of watching this video, I have also uploaded some videos with a complete kit of Mualani and Kinish. So today I will comment these kits above. But if you want a video dedicated only to these characters, because they will be here or will be on the channel, the recent videos. But they have quite potential, both of us, and for the first time we didn't start a region with carries more or less than then. Perhaps they improve, but for the first time we started the region with some carries that can be very powerful. But I hope that everything Natlan isn't literally carryings. So first half we have on the banner. We've got Bennett, Sinyan, and Kachina. We've already been put directly into the live stream. I don't know if they were unintentionally leaked or put on purpose, but we already know the first 3-4 stars plus. Since the first banner of the first half, which are 5 characters, Mualani, Kazuha, Bennett, Shinyan, and Kachina, what is it worth? Well, for starters, Kazuha is one of the 3 best characters in the V game and should be the priority in all characters. At least the 5, at least the Chero. Now at the end of the video I'm talking about Kazuha's Cone and C2, which are also very powerful. But the important thing is the character itself. And then Mualani is a carry that's going to vaporize with the Shark. That will make an ulti with a potentially nuke of being able to reach even 1,000,000 vaporizing, and its shock, as I said in others. Videos is a hit that has also added a little more damage to multi-target. I mean, he does some extra clumsiness to hit more than 1 enemy, up to 3 maximum, but the best thing is in fact against 2 enemies. Besides, the fact is that for you to understand the functioning is like a species with very large numbers. Mualani is a 5 stars that with C2 could enter perfectly in one of the top 5 teams in the game. The difference with C3 is that it doesn't make downs, but it's a shark bite. But it makes very few, very large numbers. It works vaporize normal attacks, and finally you know it's catalyst and it works alive. Their teams are going to be vaporized so much over burn Emily. Yes friends, Emily is one of the best characters for. Who wants to play Mualani who pulls for Emily because the vaporized over Mualani burn? Emily, Mavuika will be one of the best teams in Natlan, and on the other hand the vaporized not over burn, but a normal vaporization. Perhaps looking for a Mualani, a Kazuha, also to be able to apply the green shadow both to the Hydro, like the Pyro, a Pyro that until now surely is Xiangling, but that in the future will be Mavuika, and finally Mualani SC. It's not going to attack. It's not going to be Bennett. Maybe it's going to be some other character, maybe Hydro. Support. That does not cure. Good that heals, but that does not steal vaporized for the Hydro consonants for more life to increase the Mualani damage, i.e. a Hydro, a Xiangling, a Kazuha and Mualani, vaporizing on the Pyro that Kazuha will apply, imbued with Pyro and Xiangling, and the other Hydro must not apply any Hydro to not steal vaporized. But let's put Hydro on for Kazuha to double sweep, that is, Green Shadow to the Hydro and Green Shadow to the Pyro. Those are Mualani's teams for now. There will be some more in the future, and it does have brutal potential. Now, the 4 stars. Well, Bennett is the king of the game. His C5 is the last, is 3, and his Chicks is very good 4. Any equipment where you have an additional Pyro, or he's carry himself or something. And besides his Chicks, there's no problem raising it. That's already one thing that was ruled out in the community years ago. So don't have a problem raising it, playing the Chicks. Xinyan is the worst character in the game along with Aloy. I'm so sorry, don't throw for it. It's not worth it and it just hits a very big ulti physics and Kachina is kind of a support. Geotad works with defense, which buffers the defense, which is very good mount for above all climbing, to mine, and to go fast in open world. Not as fast as Moalani, but maybe you don't take Moalani out if it's Kazuha, but if it is Kachina, like 4 stars. So Kachina, leave me in the comments if you want a little video making. A little analysis of what the character is, but well, it's a 4-star. Not incredibly remarkable, it does not come to improve anything that exists, but it does bring us variety. That buffer the defense of the team with constellations, and that leaves us as much the possibility to play in field as if it were Akira de Geo, as the possibility of leaving the drill in the field, doing a few small strokes of Geo, but I don't think it's enough to be a sub DPS like an Albedo, for example, that's 5 stars. But he leaves his drill in the field and hits with Geo, that is, he does things, he's interesting. And now the second half of the 5 banners are Kinish and Raiden. They're 2 carries. Be careful with this, well, Kinish already talked about it, and there's the kit by YouTube, I imagine. And if I didn't climb it the same day I went up this video, the kit of Kinish. But basically Kinish is a carry inside that focuses on burning and cracking because it has a talent that when you have a team of burn or crackle, cremation, the new reaction. Basically his passive gunboat that I explained to you in the kit, which is a scale that has 1200% talent 10. 1 punch inside, you can throw it out like 5 times per rotation when you play a burn team or crackle. When you play a team of aggravated or hyperbloom, i.e. Esprit or hyperbloom where there is no pyro, then the gunboat can be fired only 2 or 3 times, it's still crazy. So the good thing about Kinish as a carry inside is that he obviously brings us new equipment inside that hasn't been played until now. But you will also be able to play in ancient teams, at least given an interesting performance, and with the C2 too. Overcoming a Hytham and Tignari as the best carry inside the game. And this is interesting because I said it at the beginning of the video. Moalani Kinish bring a lot of potential, bring potential to be one of the best carries in fact of the game. What happens is that Molan isn't going to beat New Billet, I imagine, and Kinnick is going to be the best carry inside. But be careful because the limitations to best playoff teams with Pyro, cremation, burning and crackling as they are hidden behind their cone and C2, and that is obviously no longer for everyone. And on the other hand, Raiden is the Electro Archont, the preferred Electro carry par excellence. Perhaps not the best because Chlorant has more roof potential, but I have chosen it by the players and also one of the AI. Raiden can be played at Raiden Hyper Carry, at Raiden National, which are teams you all play. Can be played on Hyper Bloom core teams combining with Furina Nahida and Lasta Baiju to be able to take advantage of all. Furina C2 and Nahida C2 are among the best constellations in the game. Raiden, you know everyone's looking for that famous C2 or C3 to do 1,000,000 damage with the cut you can get. And finally, here now I'm talking about order and importance because in the end, it's also a carry. Remember that if Raiden comes, Zara will come? With which the banner of Raiden and Kinish is not known in the 4 stars, but Zara is very likely to come, so we just need to know 2 more 4 stars from the banner. Raiden and the Kinish, although we may know it quite soon. Now, to finish the order of the 5 stars of which, well, in first position would recommend Kazuha, then between Moalani, Kinish, and Raiden Octane. I'd say Raiden would lower some priority even though he's an Archon because I know a lot of people like him because he's an Archon. And carry but Raiden depends on his C2 and his C3. And a lot of people want to go for that C2 and C3. And this is already like carry. As such to Chero that can benefit more. I think that the potential for greater versatility has Kinnick very much followed by Moani. Also has incredible damage potential only to Chero, and then in third position, even if it cost me a lot to say it and I know, the affection that the community has would put Raiden, and then at constellation level, would say that the most important of the characters is the Kazuha Cone for double elemental for easier assembly and for more generation of particles for the equipment. Then maybe here it would be nice to go to Raiden C2 and C3 because people freak out this constellation. And then, Cone and C2 of Molani and Cone and C2 of Kinish break them enough. But we would have to wait because they are new carries that have new carries. I could test in beta but not in game, which is still interesting. That would be the order of priorities, and also remember that the order of priorities of both constellations and characters is also the option to Skype. because a lot of amazing characters are coming. 5.1 Shilonen, 5.2 Chaska, 5.3 Mavuika. That's where the reruns of Nahida, of Alakino, of Xianjun, who is more Pulam, is an amazing character, just like that Arakino's Yange that you are waiting for many. Yorisly that you asked long ago that it has not come. Ganyu, who also long has not come. At the beginning of the versions returns the Arcantes always, that is to say that they will fall. Zoa Zozong Eventi with which care Nahida. Careful, because the first versions of Natlan paint very strong. And maybe a very valuable option, as I always told you in many videos, is to Skype. There, a little more. These are the confirmed veins of the 5 with the 4 stars included in the first half. And thank you for giving so much support to the channel. Leave a good like, a Bennett ulti and subscribe. It helps a lot and be free for you. Make the channel recommend and grow so. We're running that you don't forget, and you're taken care of a lot. Have a very good day, and until next time.